respect for the law. Without it, our society would be in shambles. That reality is demonstrated every day in lands where generations of children grow up without ever experiencing the happiness of a peaceful existence. But respect cannot be learned unless it is earned and understood. Hundreds of young people are gaining that understanding every year through Indiana State Police programs supported by civic-minded organizations. First-hand experience with law enforcement can be exciting as well as interesting, and it can greatly enrich young lives.
Doug, I think one of the main purposes of the camp is to teach a young boy to reach back in himself and find and discover his true strengths and his weaknesses.
On behalf of the Indiana State Police, I'd like to award you this Certificate of Achievement.
Thank you, sir.
Youth services, launched by the Indiana State Police in 1970, have grown to include a variety of programs, ranging from talking at schools throughout the state and conducting a law enforcement explorer conference co-sponsored by the Boy Scouts, to summer camps where young Hoosiers from 11 to 18 learn the values of self-confidence and social responsibility. At Respect for Law camps held each summer on college campuses, 6th and 7th graders find that discipline and teamwork build firm foundations for gaining the respect of others and for oneself. The weekend is a blend of fun, demonstrations, hands-on training, competition, college dormitory living, an inside view of law enforcement, and helpful advice.
Try to get one of these in your house as soon as you can, as a present or anything else.
Do not mess with this weapon at home or anywhere else unless you're supervised by an adult. Never point this at anyone for any reason.
Okay, when you're operating these off-road vehicles, dirt bikes, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, state highways and interstates are definitely off limits.
I remember I spent 5 years in Auschwitz concentration camp. And I spent half of my life behind the Iron Curtain. I never been a free man until I came to this great country.
In just 3 days, campers gain a new awareness of the American legal system and of the people who deal with it professionally. Instructors are carefully selected representatives of the Indiana State Police and other law enforcement agencies. Sometimes humor is used to make a serious point.
Sugar Pie is very capable of biting you. Very capable of biting you. As you can see by those teeth, she could be very dangerous. The same is true of those most unusual people that you know there are right there in your neighborhood, in my neighborhood, and we have to learn to be very careful of those kind of people. Isn't that right, Sugar Pie?
The focus is on long-range benefits, but there are immediate rewards as well. Outstanding performances in classrooms and on athletic fields are acknowledged at graduation ceremonies in front of families and friends. Each camper who completes the program receives a certificate, and some are awarded scholarships to an advanced program. The Junior High Camp. Although similar to the Respect for Law camp, Junior High Camp offers an added depth of information.
Cadets, when you came here for the Respect for Law program, we spoke to you about good touch, bad touch, child molestation. Today, we're going to talk to you about child pornography.
Discipline, learning, and physical fitness continue to be key ingredients. And it is not unusual for some junior high participants to begin looking toward law enforcement as a possible career choice. More specific steps in that direction are taken by Hoosier High School students who enroll in career camps for young men and young women. Experience gained at these week-long summer camps may directly influence their futures.
When I was a camper at career camp, we had a lot of fun, made a lot of good friends, and learned a lot of things about ourselves. Most importantly, though, I think we learned a lot about discipline. We learned about self-discipline and self-respect. And we learned that if you apply those values to your life, you can accomplish anything that you set out for. Obviously, career camp played a big part in my life.
Although held separately, career camps for young women and young men follow similar patterns. Hitting the deck in the dorm room at 6:15, in time for breakfast, cleanup, and a full day's schedule of events.
Talk to you today about something that will affect each and every one of you, not only as potential police officers, but also as women. The violent crime I'm referring to is rape.
The daily classroom routine of career camp is interrupted at midweek by fascinating field trips to agencies dealing with law enforcement and national security. Back on the campus, the importance of discipline, essential to all effective law enforcement, is stressed throughout the career camp. Its results rarely fail to create new feelings of pride as the week progresses. By the end of each day's activities, career campers have added to their personal skills while learning some fundamentals of law enforcement and citizenship. Some will receive special awards, including substantial college scholarships. Many can be expected to go on to careers in some form of law enforcement. Meanwhile, groups of other young people between the ages of 11 and 14 are being encouraged to reconsider deep-seated negative attitudes toward the law. They are taking part in a junior pioneer campout. Having been in some kind of trouble with the law, they are usually suspicious when meeting enforcement officers in a totally different setting, wearing totally different clothing. But there is no hard sell going on here. Junior Pioneer Campout emphasizes the future, not the past. The positive, not the negative, in an honest manner.
We just want these kids to know us as people, not police officers. We really do care about them. If we didn't, they'd know it in a minute. They're just youngsters who got off on the wrong foot. So they've come to think of an officer as someone who interrogates people and takes them away from home. But here in camp, we do everything together, and we don't do a lot of talking about right and wrong. We just let them kind of discover that difference for themselves. It's amazing how a lot of them change in one weekend. We become genuine friends. We watch some of these young people begin to think positively about police officers and the law and about themselves. It's just a terrific thing. You can't believe how much we come to know them and like them in a short time. And we can see a lot of them begin to get that same feeling. This may be the first time they've ever felt someone really cared about them. And all of us need that kind of feeling.
A sense of caring. It represents the philosophy behind all Indiana State Police youth programs, whether designed for youngsters whose lives need a change of direction, those who are interested in gaining an awareness of what law enforcement is all about, or those with specific intentions to consider its career opportunities. Interest is growing every year among participants. Sponsoring civic groups, and within the state police ranks. Commended by school administrators and the Indiana Bar Association, these innovative programs have emerged from behind the scenes to play a prominent role in the future of law enforcement.
Think I'd make a super trooper. If I don't, I will be sad. State police. State police. 1, 2, 3, 4. State police.
Oh man, check that car out. I want to do this, man.
So you say you want a law enforcement career, but what are you doing to make that clear? If you're sitting at home or running the streets, you better stop now or you're gonna get beat. To get ahead in this competitive life, you have to have an edge. You have to live right. There's something I think you should know about. You come out ahead without a doubt. Your Indiana State Police offers you a neat opportunity to take you for a week and make you right. To teach you great things and make you shine real bright. What I'm talking about is the State Police Camp, the Junior High Career and Respect for Law Camp. You need to go. You got to go. You need to go to the State Police Camp. So you say you want a law enforcement career, but what are you doing to make that clear? You need to go. You got to go. You need to go to the State Police Camp. You learn about drugs, slugs, and thugs. You learn how to recognize ugly mugs. You get to march up and down the street. Believe me, you think you got happy feet. You find out that drinking and driving don't mix, so keep your nose clean or you'll get enough fix. Late to bed, early to rise. It's the State Police Camp is for girls and guys. You need to go. You got to go. You need to go to the State Police Camp.